Hello and welcome back to Emily Cat 176. Again, I've got to get comfortable. You think I would do this before I sit down. So, thank you. I want to do a thank you first to all those people who are looking at my videos. I appreciate it. There's more and more people looking at my videos, so I really do appreciate it. Because I do all this because, as I said, I love suburban arts, and I'm trying to show people that you can go to suburban arts. It's more affordable and the quality, at least here in Australia, is so good. So as I am filming this, I have actually seen 2 plays already this year, but today I'm going to talk about the first one I saw. And I know I said in the title it's about potatoes. Well, it is and it isn't, because I went and saw, oops, it's shining. This was the play I saw. The Appleton Ladies Potato Race, put on by Malvern Theatre Company. Now, it was interesting. It was interesting. All female cast. Even the director was a female, the playwright's a female. And this has actually been made into a film, apparently. I saw in the thing that it's been made into a film. Was made into a film by the same name, starring Claire Van Der Boom and Robin Nevin. I never saw it. So the premise of this film is the local doctor has come back to her hometown. She grew up there, of course, and this is a small New South Wales rural town. She's travelled the world and she has come back, and she is now the GP in her hometown. Her sister is still there, her aunt is still there. Now, just to let you know, I grew up in a small Victorian rural town. So some of the things they talk about in this play, I know, I saw it firsthand. But she goes back to the town, and it's around the time of the local show. And in the local show, there is a potato race. There's a male one and a female one. They put sacks of potatoes on their backs and they run, I can't remember what the distance was, but they run and prizes are given for the ones who finished first. It's a very big potato growing area, apparently. This is with the play, and the doctor discovers that with the ladies' race they get a lot less prize money than the men's race, and she wants to change that. And this is the premise for the play. She is trying to raise money to give the women the same money as the men. So, what did I think of the play? Very good acting. Very good acting by all of them. I really liked, and her name is Genevieve Ryan. She plays Barb Ling. I'm looking at the program here. She is the girl's aunt who's basically raised them. And it's really interesting because whenever she has a problem or something to think about, she thinks she's being interviewed by the Australian Story. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what the Australian Story is, I don't even know if it's still going. It's a show on the ABC. They go out into the country and they talk about people and about their life. And I think she plays it really well, because she's a woman who's married in a country town and she doesn't have her own children, and what it means to be a woman without children in a country town. It was very interesting. Mike, she played the doctor. And it's interesting because I actually saw her in Home I'm Darling with Mordialloc Theatre Company last year. I actually saw it. I didn't recognise it. I have to admit, I didn't recognise it. But yeah, I have seen her before. It's interesting. I said she's the doctor, Penny Anderson. Her sister is Nikki Armstrong, played by Trudy Shepherd. And then with Barb, her friend is called Bev Armstrong. And Bev and Barb, they're the ones organising the show and the race, etc. It's really, it had interesting themes. It was about equality with the prize money. It's about belonging. What does it mean to belong in a country town? And in this country town, immigrants have come in to live there. And this is interesting because, as I said, part of the way they try and get the money is they put it online. And some of the, with putting it online, some of the abuse towards one of the Rania, Hamid is the character, whereas she's a valued member of the community. It's not nice what's being said. But they get the money. They do get the money. But it was just, it was interesting. It said inspired, and Melanie Tate is the playwright, inspired by Melanie Tate's own experiences, Appleton tackles gender politics and the fight for equality in an exuberant, warm-hearted comedy. Is it a warm-hearted comedy? I didn't think there was much comedy in it. And as I said, very important themes in it. It was well, I said the acting was good, the sets, whatever. Would I see the play again? No, I don't think so. Because some of the language that's used, someone said, oh, it's very old-fashioned, and I thought, yeah, it is. Because there is a perception too that, I don't know about other countries, but here in Australia, if you're from the country, you're living in the past, you know, which, well, like I said, I left that town years ago. I don't know what it's like now, but I certainly recognised the themes about belonging. So it was an interesting, interesting themes. I probably wouldn't see it again. I said acted well. It was well written, but it was just, I don't know. I don't know. There was something about it. Because I must give what happened was, I got the train down to Malvern, and to get to where this was performed, and Malvern Theatre Company perform in a church on Burke Road that has a little, it's a beautiful little theatre, and it was full. I got off at Caulfield, and I was planning, it was a 13-minute walk, because as I've said, I don't drive. 13-minute walk. Well, I did that, got off at Caulfield, and it was teeming with rain. Teeming. I didn't take an umbrella. So I thought I had to get an Uber, because I thought I'm not walking in rain for 13 minutes, sitting there for 2 hours soaking wet. So I got an Uber. And what happened? Of course, I sit in the Uber. As soon as I sit in the Uber and we're off, the rain stopped. Typical. So when I got to the theatre, like I was telling the couple that was sitting next to me about this, and we were having a bit of a laugh that, oh yeah, typical, this is what happens. Well, at the end of the play, as we were walking out, they offered me a lift to the station. So I must say a big thank you to David and Lillian. I think it was Lillian. Very kind-hearted people who drove me back to the station. It was very kind of them. But we were talking about the play, and David and I sort of had the same sort of ideas about, it was a little bit old-fashioned language, yeah, as I said, it was well done. The acting, and this is the thing I have noticed this year in both plays that I have seen, the standard of acting is getting higher and higher. And as I said, that you couldn't fault the acting of the characters in this one as well. And this was the first time I'd seen a Malvern Theatre Company show. I have already booked one for later in the year. So yeah, what was it? I haven't seen the film. I don't think I'd see the film either. I said important themes, but there was just something about the play. I've seen it. I'm glad I saw it, but I don't think I'd see it again. But as I said, certainly the themes were good, and it was a good performance of the material. So let me know if any of you know of this play. As I said, it is Australian. She's an Australian playwright. I think she does a bit of journalism as well. Melanie Tate. I'd never heard of her. But as I said to Lillian, I think we have to support emerging playwrights. I really do think that. And I'm more than happy to go to a show like this, give them their money, give my money to them, to keep the companies going, to perform for the community. And as I said, this theatre, it was small, but it was full. And the one I saw just this past weekend, the same, it was full. So this is what I say, the suburban arts are thriving in Melbourne. And to me, that is so good. This is what I try and support and talk about, because I think with the arts, take them out into the suburbs, out into the communities, so people can see them. And as I said, the standard here in Melbourne is just so good. So good. But anyway, as I said, that was the first one I saw. Yeah, the Appleton Ladies Potato Race by Malvern Theatre. I'll put the Malvern Theatre Company details in the description box, because they've got a good program this year. And these are given out for free. I didn't have to pay for this. You go to a big show in the city, you could be paying $25 for the program, and I know they pay more in rent and all the rest of it, but no, it was, yeah, that was it. That was my first play, and there will be more during the year. So thank you again to everyone who's looking. Again, I'd ask, if you like these videos, please consider subscribing, because I really am trying. I'm trying to get the word out, and I'm trying to grow the channel. But I do appreciate everyone who looks at them. Okay, so I'll be back on Wednesday. Enjoy your week. We're in March already. Can you believe it? And I'll be back on Wednesday. Bye.